woman urges others to take missed periods seriously after she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. When we miss a period, most of us have a cursory pregnancy scare, followed by dismissing our worries and hoping it'll come back next month. But while in most cases, a delayed period isn't a big deal, it can be a sign of something more concerning. Take Amy Allen, whose missed periods were actually a sign of ovarian cancer. When she was 18 and about to start a psychology degree at York St. John's University, Amy went to her doctor on the advice of her mum, who was concerned that she hadn't had a period in 6 months. Reporting missing periods and in facial hair, Amy was wrongly diagnosed with polycystic ovaries syndrome, a condition backed up by high levels of testosterone in her blood. The doctor from home rang me to ensure I was getting checked out, says Amy. My blood test results had revealed that my testosterone levels were 2.5 times higher than they should be, and my estrogen levels were significantly lower. Amy went in for further tests at York Hospital in 2014. MRI scans showed that Amy had a suspected cyst on her ovary, which was biopsied in 2015. 7 weeks had passed, and I'd had my first period in a year and I thought everything was dandy, says Amy. My periods had started at about 14, but after a few years they gave me very severe lower back pain, and I developed bad facial hair. Then they stopped not long after I turned 18. When Amy was called back in for post-biopsy treatment, she was shocked to be told that she didn't have PCOS, she had a rare form of ovarian cancer. The doctors and nurses were so nice, says Amy. They explained everything, and we had a laugh about the rarity and excitement of the type of tumor, the first one to be diagnosed in Yorkshire. If I hadn't laughed, I would have cried. Getting the diagnosis was the scariest day of my life and a memory that will stay with me for a while. At 19 years old and coming towards the end of my first year of university, cancer was not something I thought I'd personally have to go through. Amy had a sertoli-related tumor, an extremely rare stromal tumor of the ovary which can cause a lower pitch of voice and thicker body hair. The Sertoli and Leydig cells are in the testes of males, with Sertoli cells feeding sperm cells and Leydig cells releasing a male sex hormone, Amy explains. These cells are also found in the ovaries, with cancer cells releasing a male sex hormone causing symptoms such as a deep voice, enlarged clitoris, facial hair, loss in breast size and stopping of menstrual periods. Thankfully, as the cancer was confined to her ovary, Amy didn't require chemotherapy. Instead, she needed surgery, which she underwent at Leeds General Hospital. In August 2015, Amy had her left ovary removed. It took a while for the news of what was wrong with me to sink in, she says. When it did, I realized I had some important decisions to make, decisions that had to be mine and mine alone. I decided to get my ovary removed in case there was any trace of cancer left. It was the right decision too, as there was. Thankfully everything else came back clear, and I'm still in remission. We shouldn't shy away from the ugly side of mental illness, what it's like to start private therapy, what you should know about uncontrollable anger and bipolar disorder. Amy is now sharing her experiences to urge women not to dismiss missed periods or other symptoms, and to push for treatment if they feel something is wrong. She's now fundraising for the charity Ovarian Cancer Action to raise awareness. I'm speaking out so people know that ovarian cancer doesn't just affect older people, although it is more common in older women, she says. I was lucky because the doctor rang me back and said this was quite serious and to get it checked out. But my advice, particularly to younger people, is don't ignore it if you feel that something is serious, and don't allow yourself to be fobbed off. If my cancer hadn't been discovered, I would never have been able to live life in the way I do now, and to have achieved the things I've achieved. Only 1% of women recognize this common symptom of ovarian cancer. What you need to know about mouth cancer. Meet the PCOS nutritionist. How to eat your way to happier hormones and ovaries.